I'm Linda Gale from BNI Berkshire, Gloucestershire and Wiltshire. I'd like to welcome you to my BNI Meets regional spotlight series, where I sit down with some of our incredible members to share their stories, their successes, and the real benefits they've experienced through BNI. Each episode will dive into the business journeys of our members, learning about what they do, how they help others, and how the power of BNI connections have helped them to grow both personally and professionally. Whether you're already part of BNI or just curious about what makes this global business network so powerful, these conversations will give you an inside look at the relationships, referrals, and results that make BNI truly unique. So let's get started and meet today's featured member. This afternoon, I have with me Gary Willis from Utility Warehouse and Fidelity. Gary is an energy broker, and we're going to find out a little bit about your BNI journey and then how you can help your clients to save money, make money, and all those wonderful things through energy. So welcome.
Well, good afternoon, Linda. And I must say it's an honour and a privilege to be asked. So and I'm looking forward to it.
Good. Excellent. Okay. Let's get straight in with the BNI journey then. How did you first hear about BNI and what made you apply?
Okay, so it's interesting. So I've known about BNI for quite some time. I've been a partner with Utility Warehouse for 11 years. Mm-hmm. But the first 6 years of that, I was still a serving police officer. And because I was doing 50 to 60 hours a week, I couldn't get to any meetings on a regular basis. Mm-hmm. So I was aware of it, but I knew partners, Utility Warehouse partners that were BNI members were using BNI very successfully. So it was all something that I thought, when I retire from the police, then I will consider. Mm-hmm. And I've only ever actually been asked once actually about BNI, and I'm sure most people have. And I was playing golf with a golf networking group. And it was one of the members there that was a member at Royal Windsor. And he said to me, listen, I'm a BNI member. Do you want to come along? And so it was very easy for me to say, absolutely. Yeah. And so that was the introduction, and went along one morning. And for me, it was the people, the positivity. It's not fake. It's absolutely genuine. Yeah, people were genuinely interested, and like anything, if you're offered an opportunity in life, and even if you don't know what to do and how you're going to do it, grab that opportunity in both hands. Yeah, run with it. It was clear that there's a fantastic system in place. You don't have a business running for 40 years if you're not doing something right. Yeah. So it was a very, very easy decision for me to say, yes, I would like to be part of this.
Oh, cool. Nice. And you're still at Royal Windsor?
I am.
Yeah. And how many years have you been there now?
So I've just signed for my third year. So I'm in my third year now. Yeah.
Cool. Excellent. Okay. How do you use your weekly presentation to make your business stand out?
Yeah. Most people is fairly same, isn't it? Generic, and there might be specific things. Because what I've got to offer can literally be to anyone. So my business, obviously on the residential side with Utility Warehouse, I help reduce people's bills on their essential services. Mm-hmm. And everyone uses gas, electric, broadband, mobile every day. Yeah. So it's very hard to be specific. However, I can with mine because I know I can save people money. I just don't know how much. Yeah. But the real niche and sweet spot for me is to get a family of 4, mum, dad, and 2 teenagers. And that's where invariably I can usually save them anywhere between sort of £1,200 and £2,000 a year on services they use every day. Yeah. And so all of my members know that now really well. But there might be specifics then each week where Utility Warehouse are always coming up with new ways to help people and families. And I'll adapt my script to let them inform them about that. And that may resonate with a particular client of theirs that's looking for something specific.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Good. Okay. What would you say to someone else in your industry considering applying to BNI?
it will be the best business decision you'll ever make in your life to do it. And it's certainly, that's how I feel for mine.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say now, where I went from a position of putting in a lot of hours to try and cultivate new leads and new customers, now the beauty of BNI, I don't have to do that. And between, I would say, 80 and 90% of all of my business now comes through the network and the relationships I've built through BNI.
Wow. Well, that's crazy, isn't it? How has being part of BNI helped shape the growth of the business?
Yeah, that's been great, because obviously, and it's referral marketing, isn't it?
Mm.
And the beauty we've got with that is every referral that I have, that can then lead to many more, which is great. I also, the core values that we've got, of which there's many, but that give us gain philosophy, that really hits home with me.
Mm-hmm.
So growing up in the Cotswolds, my family were very much that. You must help anyone that you can, in any way you can, whatever it is you can do. And that's a big reason why I became a police officer in the first place, to serve. Mm-hmm. So when I retired, I was looking to replace that. And doing what I'm doing through Utility Warehouse, where I'm helping families genuinely save money, which is great. And then, of course, there's a business opportunity that goes alongside it. Mm-hmm. And I can help people make money as well, alongside their current careers. And I've done that over the last 11 years with 80 different people, where I've trained, coached them, mentored them, people that have changed their lives, where they've got themselves out of debt. Mm-hmm. They now can earn a side income that pays the mortgage each month, and it's wonderful to see that. When you can help people achieve more. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I like that. Well, and everybody needs to earn a bit more, don't they, with the cost of living and everything at the moment. So any which way they can do that is a benefit.
Yeah, well, we're still very much within the cost of living crisis, aren't we? And we will see what Rachel Reid has for us in the next autumn budget.
Yes. Okay, so going back to your very first meeting, what was your first impression? What was the one thing that really stood out about that meeting that made you decide pretty much there and then that you wanted to be part of it?
Yeah, there were several things. I think it's hard to say that there was one in particular. Mm-hmm. We all generally like to be around good, positive people. And again, positive attitude is one of our core values. And the members there absolutely exhibited that to a fault. But it was the structure of BNI. I've been to other networking group meetings, and they end up usually just being a social gathering. Yeah. And you also may be in competition with another partner, another utility warehouse partner. Here with the one seat policy, so there's only me going to be doing the utilities. Yeah. It gives you a unique space. Yeah. But the structure is fantastic. And I like the fact there's accountability there. Because as human beings, we're naturally lazy. Yeah. And if we don't have to do something, we'd rather, let's put on Netflix and watch a movie. I'll do that later. And we procrastinate. So it's great. So the system that's in place there, and if you follow the BNI system, and you have to, there's no free lunch. Yeah. You have to work it.
You've got to put in what you want to get out, haven't you?
Absolutely.
And then some. Yeah.
But if you do that, absolutely, I could see very early on, if I put in some hours into this is going to transform my business. And that's exactly what it did.
Brilliant. Okay. Fab. So I want to ask you, in your BNI experience, explain it with just those 3 words.
Positivity, learning, growing.
Nice. Right, let's delve into UW and Fidelity. Let's find out a little bit about your business and how we can help you with that. Okay. So can you start by explaining what an energy broker actually does and how you can support both residential and commercial clients?
Yeah. So with Utility Warehouse, very, very successful business. It's been running for 29 years. FTSE 250 company. They're the only company in the UK that will bundle your essential services at home together into one convenient bill. So your electric, your gas, your broadband, your mobile and insurance. No other company in the UK does that. They do not advertise. They're not on any price comparison website. So those are savings to the company that they can pass on to the clients.
Yeah.
They then only will pay partners like myself based on performance. So they have a really streamlined business model. Mm-hmm. As a result of that, they can be leaders in the market and always undercut the competition. So I know I can go to any customer, if they're going to bundle 3 or more services together, I know that I'm going to be able to save them money over their current providers. Mm-hmm. It's a totally free, no obligation service as well. I can do anyone in the UK, can do it in person or remotely. And it takes me literally less than 40 minutes to do the whole thing. And it just comes down to simple maths. This is what you're paying now. This is what I can do for you. You know, where do you want to sign? And then we have a cashback card, which saves on everyday shopping. 1% absolutely anything, anywhere, up to 10% with leading shops and retailers that we got. So that helps with the cost of living crisis as well. So that's what I can do on the residential side. Mm-hmm. On the commercial side, similar practice. So business people are great to deal with because they know the most important thing is time and money.
Yeah.
So it's not going to cost them any time because all I have to do is they send me a copy of their most recent gas and electric bill. And I can do anything from a small hairdresser's up to a football stadium. I will absolutely do a free, no obligation quote. And again, I will come back with the prices. And commercial energy contracts, you cannot get out of them. So I can't remove them from the existing contract. But what I can do is I can do it a year in advance. And a great example of that was there was a new cafe that opened and they took over the incumbent provider. And I managed to go in there and save them £1,000 a month on a 3-year contract. On the basis of him saving £36,000, he could go to the bank. He was then allowed to borrow money against those future savings, which allowed him to build the business faster.
Wow.
And those are the benefits as well. So, yeah, time and money is something that I can really help with. And of course, if it doesn't end up being cheaper, they know that they're on a good rate. So they're going to get peace of mind.
Yeah. Perfect. Okay, cool. Okay, so beyond price, what other factors should clients consider when choosing an energy supplier? And how can you help them navigate those decisions? Yeah,
that's a really good question. So if you go on the computer and you're going to a price comparison website, it's all done via email. You probably won't even talk to anyone. If you then talk to somebody, it may be a bot. And then if you call a number, it could invariably be a call center in India.
Yeah.
The difference with what I offer is if the customer wants it absolutely face-to-face, I will go there, see them. Everything's done for them. So they have no admin, they have no emails, no phone calls, anything, nothing of that to do. I do all of that. But I offer a practice and a system where they get my direct phone number and they can WhatsApp me, they can text me anytime, and I will help out with and iron anything out. No other company offers that, that level of service. In Utility Warehouse, there's 70,000 partners throughout the country. Wow. We're actually called the Purple Army because that's the color that we use at Utility Warehouse. And and it's fantastic. So it's that personal touch. And I think a lot of people are going back to that personal touch. They want a face.
Yeah.
All of our call centers are here in the UK as well, which a lot of people like. And when you ring up, they know exactly who you are. You've got all of your systems in place. But most customers, I say, contact me first. And that's nice because I want to know what's going on. And a lot of things, I can save them a load of time.
Yeah.
Because we've all been on hold for ages.
Oh, yes.
And it's so frustrating.
Yeah.
So I like that element of the service, and that's quite a USP.
Yeah. can you walk us through a success story, maybe a business or a homeowner that you've saved significant amount of money? You mentioned one earlier.
Yeah.
Or one that you found a unique solution for?
Yeah, well, got the government to thank for that. Last winter, if you remember rightly, they scrapped the winter fuel payments. Yeah. I thought that was absolutely outrageous.
Yeah, me too.
And I thought, right, what can I do about it? So I made an announcement at my BNI chapter. If anyone brings me a referral of anyone that's of pensionable age and they only rely on a state pension, then whatever commission I make, if I can save them money, 100% of that commission will go back to them as a cash payment to that person, you know, because I think that's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
And that's not me saying that, well, look at me, aren't I great? Not at all. I just think that's the right thing to do. And it was Dan Hayward in our chapter, his neighbour, and he'd lost his wife recently who took care of all of the bills, really didn't know what to do. And so I could go around there in person. And again, that generation prefer someone.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, because, you know, they're the people that are subject to telephone frauds and things like that. So instantly I can build a rapport. And because it's come through Dan, who he trusts, straight away, we've got that connection.
Yeah.
And so I managed to save him £761 and he just lives on his own. And he burst into tears because to him on a state pension, that's a significant saving.
Yeah.
And then when I went round there and then gave him another £200, you know, what's that for? I said, well, that's the commission that I would have earned, but that's for that. And so I, with his permission, I did a post on LinkedIn, and out of that LinkedIn post, then it was like, well, that's amazing. Can you go and see my mum?
Yeah.
You know, and I didn't do it for that, genuinely.
Yeah.
But it's funny, if you really enhance that giver's gain philosophy, not just in business, in life, I think Zig Ziglar said it best. You help as many people as you can get what they want. Yeah. You will get everything that you want. And it's absolutely true.
Yeah. Nice. That's a really nice story. What kind of long-term value can you provide after a client signs an energy contract?
Yeah, so with Utility Warehouse, their retention rate is over 90%.
Wow.
So that gives you an idea that they've got to be happy with the service.
Yeah.
We've got an excellent rating on Trustpilot, and we've won over 80 industry awards since the company's been in existence for best customer service, for best energy provider, and so on. So when you get a quality brand, people are unlikely to leave. Yeah. And especially coupled with the savings when they bundle those services, even when they go and compare, they can't be beat. So they're not going to go. Yeah. So that's good. On the commercial side, that's a little bit more tricky because the commercial energy sector is extremely volatile and it changes daily and sometimes hourly.
Wow.
Now, we have a whole team at Fidelity that are constantly looking at the market and are looking for gaps in the market. So all of our clients, when their contracts are due for renewal, so from day 364 and counting down, we have the team that are analysing that market. And the second we see an opportunity where it's going to offer savings, we will contact them because you have your own energy person there. We'll contact them and say, listen, we got a gap in the market. Now's the time to sign. And that's great. So our customers love that because they haven't got to do any of that themselves, you know. And you have your own industry expert and somebody holding your hand with that. And those companies as well, the bigger companies that have KPIs around sustainability, and we had one client, I won't name who it was, but they really needed to know not just that our energy is green, but where does it come from? Right. And we could do matching to the point where we could tell them exactly the wind turbine it was coming from. And they had a commercial picture set up so they can tell their clients, this is what we're doing, this is the level we're going to. And that's great as well for something like that. So, yeah, it's really good.
Okay. So is there any company that is too big, or is there a sweet spot, size of site, or anything like that?
So my absolute dream referral would be any data center.
Okay.
that data centers in the UK are burning more energy than any other business at all.
Yeah.
You know, we're talking hundreds and thousands of gigawatts of energy they're using. It's astronomical, because not only do they need all that energy to run the computer systems, but they need all that energy for the air conditioning units.
Yeah.
And then it was on the news the other day, they're the biggest user of water for water coolants.
I heard that. Something like 40 billion litres or something.
It's insane. And of course, with the development of AI, and where that's only going one way, our data centers and data storage is going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. So if anybody, any of your viewers know, anyone can get me in there, and I will go on record and make me a promise. If I get a deal like that, I will split that 50-50 with them.
Okay. So this is really weird, because I had a conversation with somebody the other day who's actually an IT sustainability manager for a global organization.
Yeah.
So I'm sort of thinking, maybe I can find a way in for you to have a...
Nothing ventured, nothing gained,
100%.
Linda.
Okay. Right. That's got me thinking. Okay. How do you stay informed ahead of the constantly evolving energy market, and how does it benefit your clients?
Yeah. So again, I've got two teams that do that for me, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
So I'm just fed that all the time. So I keep right up to date. And if there's something I think that my clients need to know, because a lot of things they don't, then I will make sure they're aware of that. If not, then I'll filter that. Okay,
cool. For anyone listening who's never used a energy broker before, what would you say is the number one reason to consider working with somebody like you? You've outlined a load of benefits already, but why would they come to you?
Yeah, that's a good question. And think about like this. So in your home, and suddenly you've got a plumbing issue, would you attempt fixing it, or would you get a plumber in? If you're an electrician but you know nothing about plumbing, are you going to do it, or are you going to get a plumber in?
Yeah.
You want someone who knows exactly what they're doing, a subject matter expert.
Yeah.
The advantage of that is that you are going to get the best deal. And it's a little bit like when we go on holiday, we can all search on the internet, right? One, I'm a holiday rep's perfect client. One, I don't like doing it.
Yeah.
Two, we take hours.
Yeah.
And then do we really know whether we've got a good price or not?
Yeah.
We don't.
Yeah. No.
So choose a subject matter expert in whatever it is you got to do in life. It will pay dividends.
Yeah.
And that's why you should use an expert in any field.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you, Gary. That's been very insightful. And I think, everybody should look at their costs and for everything right now. And I think, like you've said, energy is such a broad field where you can literally trawl for the best price, whatever, but coming to somebody who knows exactly what they're talking about is well worth doing. So
well, it's great. I really enjoy doing it.
Yeah.
Good. And as you know, I'm quite entrepreneurial, and I've got lots of different businesses and different incomes, passive income streams. And Utility Warehouse is the one that gives me the least amount of return, but it's the one I enjoy the most.
Oh, wow.
Because to see the impact on a family, especially those families that really, it makes a big difference, even if I just save them £80 a month.
Yeah.
And that's great. And it gives you a good feeling.
Yeah.
So that's really good. But I really enjoy that.
Good. Excellent. Thank you so much for coming in.
Oh, thank you.
No worries. Thank you. Okay, that's it for today's episode of my BNI Meets Regional Spotlight series. Big thank you to our guests for sharing their stories and insights with us. If you've been inspired by what you've heard and want to discover how BNI could help your business grow through referrals, relationships, and real results, we'd love to hear from you. Get in touch with me or your local BNI region. You can email me at linda@bni-bgw.co.uk to find out how you can experience the power of BNI for yourself. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to share and subscribe so you never miss another inspiring story from one of our BNI members. See you all next time. Thank you.